There's so many different challenges coming up with each course lesson, with each evolving months. It clearly has changed a lot of my spiritual walk in different areas. I thought I had done quite a good journey in the past, that I had done a good journey in the past doing um, zozo and psychotherapy and counseling and coaching at different levels. But to see by the content what gets triggered, so to speak, to use a word
Mhm.
which I try to avoid usually, um, but it clearly has peeled apart a couple of layers of the onion to go deeper. I'm pretty much involved in the theology and the work of Mr. John Sanford and Arthur Burke, so I have been involved for many years in the concept of blessing and developing the human spirit. But nevertheless, I'm still in amazement how much deeper I do understand different facets of the human spirit. And you see, since I'm an academic guy, I tend to go the soulish and the wisdom route instead of the heart and the spirit route, and to be being forced all the time to be in contact with my human spirit through all the lessons. It clearly has deepened my understanding to allow myself to go deeper in the relationship between my human spirit and my humanity as an entity and the Trinity, in this case, mainly the Holy Spirit. One of the challenges is that I'm currently the only male student as a
Mhm.
fellow. It is a challenge to be around women all the time as fellow students, since part or large parts of my healing journey are related to interesting up to abuses uh, from female figures in my life. And it
Mhm.
needs a lot of trust, and that's a buildup of trust with one of the co-founders of TFI, Molly McNamara, who has been my coach, so to speak, in prayer ministry for quite a few years. And Miss Ellison has been part of the journey as well. And I was able to build up trust to them. But still, that's a challenge in itself to keep on trusting and always risk a bit again with the possibility it might go wrong. But up to now, my courage has not been disappointed to the degree that I didn't want to follow on with the course. And their recommendation is clearly to be courageous enough, if you have it on your heart to help other people in the spiritual healing realm, so to speak, be it from traumatic issues as we do in this course, or with other inner healing, or with other curses or demonic areas, or whatever the case may be. It's a very valid course, and I would like to encourage everybody to consider spending time and finances to go this route. It helps you a lot to deepen your understanding of the journey to inner healing. And I have been on that journey for quite a couple of decades already. And I have invested quite a bit, but I have the impression that the speed is increasing and the understanding is deepening much more than I thought of at the beginning. It is sometimes a painful, tedious work to go through all this stuff. Sometimes it's much too detailed for me, but on the other hand, that you're allowed as a fellow to have access to all the curriculum uh, in detail and with prayer ministry and with worksheets and the PowerPoints, it's really worthwhile. It's a high value for the money you spend and the time and the effort you spend. So, and by the way, the two teachers, Dana and Molly, are just great. They have clearly paved the path for us fellows because they have gone through it themselves before, and they are very humble, on the other hand, very professional, and it helps a lot to carry on.